Hey everyone, in this video we are talking about how to divide fractions. So this is a little more difficult than multiplying fractions. Actually, we'll use multiplying fractions in the questions, but it's not as hard as adding and subtracting fractions because you don't need a common denominator to divide fractions. So let's say we had a half divided by a quarter. So there's sort of two steps to this method. The first fraction, so in this case it's a half, you don't have to do anything to it. The divide sign you change to multiply, and 1 over 4, all we do is the reciprocal, which sort of means the opposite. The number that's on the bottom, put it on the top, and the number that's on the top goes to the bottom. So then we have 1 times 4 on the top will be 4 over 2 times 1 on the bottom would be 2, and 4 over 2, that just means 4 divided by 2 would just be 2. So I do have a video on multiplying fractions. If you're not quite that comfortable doing the multiplying step, you might want to check that out. So let's do another example. Let's do a fifth divided by 2 fifths, let's say. So the first fraction, don't do anything to it. Change the divide sign by multiply, and then do the reciprocal of the second fraction. So basically all you're doing is flipping it over to become 5 over 2. 1 times 5 is 5 over 5 times 2 is 10. Can we reduce that? Yep, if we divide the top by 5 and the bottom by 5 divided by 5 is 1, 10 divided by 5 is 2. So the answer to that question would just be a half. So let's talk a little bit about if you had maybe a mixed number or an improper fraction. So let's say we had 3 1/4 divided by 3 over 2. So 3 and a quarter we need to there we go. We need to change that to an improper fraction first. So an improper fraction just means the number on the top is bigger than the number on the bottom. So what we do is we take the number on the bottom of the fraction part, in this case it's 4, multiply by the whole number, 4 times 3 is 12, and then add on whatever the number was on the top. 12 plus 1 would be 13. So this is equivalent to 13 over the original number on the bottom from the question. 13 over 4 divided by 3 over 2. So, like always, change it to multiply and do the reciprocal of the second fraction. If we flip 3 over 2, we should get 2 over 3. 13 times 2 is 26. 4 times 3 is 12. And you have a couple of options here. You could reduce it first, you could change it to a mixed number first and then reduce. So I think what we'll do is reduce it first, I guess. Let's divide top and bottom by 2 because 26 and 12 are both even numbers. 26 divided by 2 would be 13. 12 divided by 2 would be 6. And now we think, how many times can 6 fit evenly into 13? Can fit in evenly twice, because 6 times 2 is 12. So we took away from the 13 12 to make the whole number 2. So what's left over would be 13 minus 12, which would be 1, over the same denominator you had in the question. So we would get 3 1/4 divided by 3 over 2 is equal to 2 and 1 over 6. And so I hope you found these videos helpful. If you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!